I'm David Bareford. I'm the playwright and the director of Live in 3-2-1. And this is a project that is over a decade, almost 15 years in coming. It was first conceived back in 2010, although then the show was set in a 1930s movie studio rather than a television studio. The hallmark of Live in 3-2-1, kind of its gimmick, if you will, is that the television camera that is on stage is dressed up to look like a 1930s iconoscope camera, very boxy, fairly primitive from our point of view. But inside it is a real modern video camera that is transmitting a live feed to monitors in the house. And because of that, we can show the audience in real time what the camera is seeing. That allowed me to film a live TV episode where things in the frame that the audience sees on the monitors is passable. I'm not saying it looks perfect or flawless, but it's something that a television audience watching it could have reasonably accepted. And of course, everything outside that camera frame is complete chaos and mayhem. And that's where a lot of the fun comes, and a lot of the tension, because we're watching this, seeing it live, and knowing these actors are working without a net. They're up on the tightrope, and the things that go wrong will show up on those monitors. So that's kind of the fun and the big, I think, attraction of Live in 3-2-1. Filming a live episode does present another challenge for some of the actors. Jack Harvison, for example, plays the character of Harold Paris, the movie director, and Johnny, the studio technician. And Jack is required to actually manipulate the camera on stage, zooming in, dollying around, panning the thing, framing it appropriately to keep the episode looking passable. So there was a lot put on him. I told Jack, you don't have a lot of lines in the second act, but you are absolutely critical, because without you, I don't have a show. The emotional heart of the script is the character of Reggie. This is played by Kristen Svensson. And it's a tough role, because not only is she on stage almost continuously throughout the whole show, but she's the straight man, if you will, the least zany of all the characters, the one that we kind of feel for. So she has to balance physical comedy and some of these, broad jokes and all this, with also being kind of relatable and involved in the romantic relationship of the film between Reggie and Ben. Another fun actor in this project is, of course, Lou Pilata. He plays David Sarnoff, the head of RCA, as well as Henry Gibbons, who's one of the actors. And it's a kind of fun role, because not only does he play those two characters, but Henry Gibbons, when he gets drunk, turns incredibly violent and into this actual villain that punches everybody on stage. So Lou really has 3 or 4 kind of characters that he's playing at once, and he does it so well that one of his longtime friends and acting partners saw the show, and then later was talking to him and didn't realize that he was also playing Henry Gibbons. So Lou does an amazing job. There were a couple of actors that really helped me as a playwright, especially Katie Norcross as Tallulah Foster, another studio technician, as well as Nicole Harwood, who plays Edith. She is the put-upon, actually PR person that Ilona Varga, the Hollywood star, believes is her assistant. And both of those women have really taken those admittedly somewhat small and functional roles and expanded them into like comic gold. They are just hilarious, and they really develop relationships with other people that have just so enriched the script that in ways that I couldn't have done myself. The other 2 actresses in this show, Jaleesa Wright plays Charlie Wright. She's the reporter from Variety who speaks their variety talk called Slanguage so thickly that she actually needs an interpreter to be understood. And she perfectly nails the era of the 30s and the way that New York kind of tough girl talks. But she also has a beautiful singing voice, jazz singing voice, that we get to utilize during the episode when she does a voiceover singing for Ilona Varga. Ilona is the quintessential Hollywood starlet, kind of based on like a Hedy Lamarr, a Zsa Zsa Gabor, and Joelle Nino plays that. So she steals the show. She really does. In every scene she's in, she's larger than life, just so perfect and hilarious. We also in this show have a chance to work with Jaleesa's husband, Eric, right, who plays Chance Adams, who of course is supposed to be the all-American tough guy hero, but really is a effete, sort of foppish British guy who needs a stuntman to tie his own shoes. And Eric did so much extra work on this. Like, we shot some videos of the trailers of The Chance of Danger, and he had to ride a horse at some speed and turn it and do it. And Eric had done a few trail rides, but wasn't an experienced horseman at the time. But he looked so natural as a cowboy on the horse, and he's hilarious. He just has a knack for physical comedy that is just amazing. And then we have Cody Swires. This is my first time working with Cody. He's up in Longview. He came down for this, and he is so easy to work with, so easygoing, never complains. But he's got exactly what I needed in Ben. He kind of fits that Texan rodeo guy. He's kind of that wiry, kind of lanky guy, but just has a calm energy to him and an earnestness that just makes his role really shine and is a perfect foil for Reggie. And he's also, a playwright himself, by the way. And he has been getting into the stage combat a lot, which has been fun because his role does a lot of the fights, because he becomes the impromptu stuntman of the script. Another person that really holds this production together is Elisa Brasi. She is the stage manager. Has been my stage manager for 4 shows now, and is really just a rock. Elisa just sees what needs to be done. I never have to worry about a thing when she's around. So.
All right, got an ankle. Charlie Wright signing off for Variety Live, Abyssinia.